Welcome to the dish. Hello, Teri Knight.
Oh, hi, Mark. Man, my heart is just pounding.
I know. Isn't it
It
nuts?
was a breath. It's breathless. I'm waiting to see what happens.
Me too. All right, let's dole right into it.
Might as well.
All right, so where we left off, Terry, last week was bridge.
Bridge.
Now you got me doing it. Bridge.
Sorry.
Ridge and Brooke get an annulment. That's where we left off. Surprisingly, I was a little bit surprised that Brooke signed off that easily on the paperwork, but she did.
I was
You?
too. I wasn't expecting that at all. But then it lends itself to the rest of the story. But
Right.
yeah, I thought, really? Okay. Well, it's only their 8th marriage, so it's kind of like, well, what the heck?
Yeah.
Might as well.
You figure what the hell, there'll be a number 9 probably,
Yeah.
which we think do. Well, let's wait
Yeah.
for
Okay.
predictions on that, Terry.
All right.
All right. So if my soap opera timing is correct, I think it was only a day or so later that Ridge then goes to Taylor, takes her to the stage somewhere at Forrester Creations, and here's a wedding dress up on the stage, and she's all excited. And she turns around, and Ridge gives her the big wedding diamond, engagement diamond ring.
Could you let the ink dry? I mean, really?
I knew you were going to say that.
God, that was stupid. And where the hell did he pull that ring out of? I mean, I suppose maybe
Terry.
maybe people like Ridge just walk around with wedding rings like that.
Hey, the Forresters have a lot of connections.
Yeah, that's true. Although Quinn making the jewelry isn't there anymore, so
Well, that's true. That's true.
yeah,
Yeah. So anyway, that's where that all went.
yeah.
While this is all going on, Douglas recovers the voice images that were on his app,
Yes.
and he discovers the one where Thomas impersonates Brooke and makes that phone call to Child Protective Services. Wow.
Wow. That was huge. And you know what's interesting about that too is when they were having their discussion, he and Thomas,
Yeah.
I completely forgot about Thomas, or Douglas was the one that figured out Baby Beth.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that all
And then
came. I did too, Terry. It kind of came together with me now watching his facial impressions
Yes.
with how he's treating Thomas and giving him the guilt trip. Because now, following this, Douglas keeps telling Thomas that was wrong to do this, right?
Yeah.
So he's got more morals than most of the Forrester clan, I think.
I would say
Douglas.
all of them, and including
Yeah.
Brooke.
Including Brooke.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with you. And Thomas is telling Douglas that nothing is going to stop this wedding, and he's giving him that evil eye.
Yeah. He's maintaining control.
Composure,
Yes, that's it.
so far.
Yes. So that actually surprised me a little bit, which would be the way to work with Douglas if
Right.
you're trying to do that. But yeah, I
Yeah, agreed.
don't know.
The other observation I made, I'm curious to get your impression, but Douglas, for a kid his age, just playing through the acting of his role at this point, through this storyline, he's doing a hell of a job, I think. Don't
Yeah,
you?
I do too. I think that kid is a great actor. He's I hope that he has a really great career and that he's got parents that can help him through all that stuff.
Yeah, because childhood
That
actors,
being a good
man,
actor. Yeah.
yeah, that's tough.
Definitely.
As you know, I mean,
Yes.
it's tough for a childhood actor to,
Yeah.
that's a lot to deal with for a kid.
Yep. He's
All right,
good.
so Brooke shows up at Forrester Creations today. You said you saw it, right? The episode?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And asks Ridge if he's really going to go through with the wedding to Taylor.
Yeah.
I thought Ridge's response was interesting. Didn't surprise me, but still. Ridge tells Brooke, he says to Brooke, I want you to have peace and happiness and know that I will always love you. Wow.
What the hell?
Wow.
I know. Then why are you getting married, you idiot?
Right.
And what a disservice to Taylor.
Right.
It-
Right.
Well, I'm just all up in arms about this whole thing.
Teri, you're very emotional about it all.
I know. It's hard not to be.
Oh, God. I
know.
actually brought
Well, what
down
did
a box of Kleenexes, by the way, today.
Did you? Okay. Well, I understand.
Anticipating how emotional the whole show was going to be.
I can see a little tear there running. Or is that the sniffles?
Probably. Probably my allergies. All right. So today, Teri, there's a little rehearsal dinner at the Forrester estate. I thought this whole scene today was very interesting. So Eric asks Taylor and Ridge. I was surprised by this. Eric asked Taylor and Ridge how all this happened, and I thought, well, it's a fair question.
It is.
And Douglas, now just how this all transpired. So that happened, and then Ridge kind of follows up. I thought they set that up really well. So then
They did.
Ridge, because we've been wondering. I was wondering how Douglas is clearly going to spill the beans here at some point, but how are they going to make that all happen? Well, I thought that was well done, because then Ridge tells everybody in the room, all the Forresters, that he found out that Brooke made the phone call to Child Protective Services, and they said, how do you know? Eric said, how do you know? And he said, well, I heard her voice, and so did Thomas.
Yeah.
And then the kids just sit Douglas is kind of sitting there like, and looking at his dad.
Yep.
Ooh,
Like,
that's
are
gonna
you
get
going to
sudsy,
tell the
Teri.
truth or am I?
right.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to get interesting. I don't know. But with Taylor, I was thinking, okay, this would be their third marriage. Third time's the charm. And you had mentioned ninth time for Brooke and Ridge, which we know is going to happen at some point. It's just, I'm not really sure what's going to happen. If Thomas is going to come clean and try to kind of take care of the narrative to shift it,
Prediction?
or yeah, maybe so.
Okay.
Okay, I am, after just kind of ruminating on this, I think Thomas is going to take over. And he is going to tell the truth that he did that. But he's going to explain it away. And Taylor is going to be on his side. And so will Steffi. And they'll just think, he just knows how much happier you're going to be. And I think that's how it's going to spin. I don't know. Now, how that would roll out with, all the drama, because it has to be dramatic, I don't know. What do you think? I'm curious.
I like what you're saying, because I think that's a good prediction. I can totally see Thomas trying to take control, because he knows, okay, I'm that close to the jig being up on this thing.
Yes.
So I might as well get ahead of it and try and put something out there that, you're right, minimizes my damage. I think he's going to go a different direction, but I'm not real clear either on the explanation, Teri, of how it all happened. In my mind, I'm thinking maybe he blames Douglas. I could kind of see him doing that.
He might.
But I don't know how he would pull. I don't know exactly how he would pull that off.
Yeah, that would be pretty hard to pull that off because Douglas is such a good kid, and especially with the whole baby Beth thing. I'll go a little bit further though. I think that maybe what's going to happen is that Thomas will take over the narrative of it and make it sound like he was just doing this wonderful thing for his parents. But in the meantime, I think Donna's going to figure it out. You know, the Logans are all together right now, the Logan sisters. And I think that somehow, because she's been talking about how Thomas really got after him about that app. I think they're going to figure it. I think they're going to figure it out before they're told about it, and that is going to be where the drama.
That is sudsy.
Woohoo!
The issue is, I don't think that Thomas can explain it away to the point where Ridge is not going to. He's going to flip out either way.
Yeah.
I don't see any good explanation where Ridge isn't just totally hurt and pissed and ends up going back to Brooke.
Yeah.
But he might be able to save face, like you said, Teri, with Taylor, Steffi, and who else would be involved with this? Mainly those
for
two,
Thomas?
Right?
Yeah, it would be those two.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Oh, I had a reminder about something I canceled. So there we go. This is going to get interesting. And the thing is, what's going to happen to Taylor? Because we all know it's not going to work out. And you think, you know, and Taylor, really? You're a psychologist? The guy doesn't even have the ink dry on the annulment, and he's already wanting to marry you and spend his life. What? Really? That's whiplash.
No kidding. Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm going to make a really bold prediction.
Ooh.
I'm going to say that
hear it.
I think you and I are predicting the same thing, and that is that Ridge is going to end up going back to Brooke once all this comes to light. And clearly it's going to come to light probably sooner than later. Yeah. Probably this week by Friday, even Friday. I'm going to say Taylor's going to... Here's one that'll... I think you might have mentioned this much earlier, Teri. Taylor's going to become a little bit of a wild child after this and end up with Deacon for a while.
That's sudsy. Oh, I like it.
They can spin that into the whole thing with Sheila.
Oh.
Wouldn't that make a good storyline? Then we get a jealous Sheila.
Oh my God, yeah. Oh, that would be interesting. Oh, I like that.
You could do some stuff with that as storyline.
I think you could. Yeah. All right, Bell. Listen up.
We'll see. Yeah, Mr. Bell.
Yes.
You got anything else, Teri, for predictions?
No, I'm exhausted.
I don't either, and I'm kind of exhausted as well. I did a podcast earlier today at 2 p.m. Central on Young and the Restless with Luann today. So
yeah.
I'm pretty much between my two soap operas and my two wonderful co-hosts, I'm pretty well drained today, Teri.
I'll bet. You poor thing.
I know, isn't it horrible?
Now, so does that mean Suzette was going to make you dinner?
I'll tell you what dinner is going to be is leftover pizza tonight. Oh, God.
Oh, funny.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right, buddy.
That's all I got.
That's all I got.
All right, Teri. Until we dish again.
Oh, keep it sudsy.
And we're out.